Alright, Shalom, Akim, all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh Shemashai, Bashem Rakagadash, double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone, honors to all you brothers out there, also, you believers, the true believers, basically, Shvach Chanak, doing another in-transit lesson, and, there's a lot of things going on right now, there's a lot of prophecies going on. I was watching earlier on RT about, you have Rick Sanchez, which he's one of the correspondents on RT, basically going into how we're in unprecedented times where all these different nations are uprising. And, he went into just a few of the nations that are uprising around the world, like Spain, like France, like Hong Kong. And he even emphasized that it wasn't due to racial tensions. And it wasn't, it wasn't like Israelites are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are protesting. What you do, you have a lot of protests in Central America, like Chile, Ecuador, Venezuela, which all those are happening. But he emphasized that it was a lot of Edomite nations. A lot of Edomites are rioting because of, they're not getting a fair shake. The elites, the powers to be, are putting all type of hell on them, and they don't have that cushion like they once had, so we're in those times, man. We're in those times where we're going to come into Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. We're going to come into Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, when there's going to be sedition, when there's going to be riots. And man, Apostle Tahar did a video on how prices are going up, just like simple things. And I'm experiencing the same thing. All the brothers are experiencing the same thing, man. Taxes is going up. Okay, parking is going up. Gas is going up. And your money can't stretch like it used to. I got some money. That shit was gone. And you get vexed. Like, god damn, man. You get a little bit of money, you don't even have you can't even buy the things, just little necessities. You gotta cut back. You gotta penny pinch. So it's gonna come a time where these people in America, they're gonna get fed up with it. Right now, they're all right, or it ain't really hitting them like that. But through the process of time, it's really gonna hit them. Now out here in Northern Cali, we had power outages. In California, just 2 days of power outages, they lost $2 billion. A lot of people caught hell. I knew people that actually got their power shut off. A couple brothers in the camp got their power shut off, and that disrupts people's lives. And they see how vulnerable they are in those situations. And now PG&E, which is the energy company out here that runs the whole state of California, or more, I'm not sure the whole state, but I'll say Northern California, and this is a big metropolitan area, millions of people. They're going to, there might be even more power outages. So, man, it's going to come a time where it's going to just be nothing but sedition among men. Now, I say all that to say this: 2/3 of you Israelites, you're going to get caught up in that. Okay, you're going to suffer, because you're going to suffer more than these other nations. Okay? And the Lord, he sent his prophets out to let you know of these things, to let you know that there's going to be a famine. If you read the scriptures, the Lord, he sent prophets out to tell Jake that there's going to be famines in the land. There's going to be pestilence, and Jake scoffed. Jake put the prophets to death. Jake didn't take it, took it for granted, and then it happened, and then Jake was all, you Israelites were all distraught and calling on God and calling the Most High. He ain't gonna hear you. And we're coming into that time. Let me bring this scripture out. We're coming into an even greater time than back during the past. An even greater time. All right, where you're gonna have a lot of Israelites get put to death. Well, in your lifetime, you're gonna experience a lot of death. Okay, in your lifetime, we're starting now. Okay, right? Just give me a second. I'm gonna bring the scripture out in Daniel's. Because we're telling you, man. We're telling you, this shit is about to happen, right? And you can believe it or you can not believe it. You can get right or you can not get right. Because once it happens, you're not going to be able to define. You're not going to be able to find Yahweh Shema Shai. He's going to hide himself. Okay, he's going to hide himself when you need him. Okay, when you need him, he's going to hide himself. And you're gonna get taken by surprise. So this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. So you have the archangel Michael. Okay, he's gonna have to come from his place. That's how bad it's gonna get. He's gonna have to stand up to protect the elect. That's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. And we see it. We're telling you. I want to bring this. Before I finish that out, I want to go into with the Amos. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Let me bring that out real quick, because we're coming into that time where there's about to be evil in the city. Not like this bullshit's happening right now. Little skirmishes here and there, little riots here and there. Nah. It's gonna be nationwide. Okay. It's going to start in one state, and it's going to start trickling down to other states. And it ain't going to be like, okay, all right, it was for a couple of days. Now, it's going to be an ongoing thing, man. It's only going to get worse. These things are only going to get worse. So if you don't take these things for granted, or if you take these things for granted now, you're going to get caught up out there. Okay? That's what's about to happen. Okay? The prophecies are coming to pass, and you have no excuse. Okay? There's countless videos coming out telling you that these things are going to happen. Yahweh Shema Shai is crying unto you. So if you don't want to hear his cry now, all right, when you cry unto him, he ain't going to hear you. All right, so what is that? Give me a second. Why? What scripture is that? One moment. Give me 1 second. It's like the scripture is. Satan just took it from our mind. But Lord's will, I'm going to bring it up. Yeah, this is Amos. Give me a second. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Yeah, the Lord, he's blowing the trumpet. Okay, what did he tell the prophet? To cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So our voice is symbolizing the trumpet that's being blown, the trumpet of war. And 2/3 of our people, they don't even seem, well, a lot of our people don't even seem afraid. They don't seem afraid of Yahweh Shema Shai. They have no fear. They have no fear of the Lord. They're not trying to get right. Okay, they have their lip service. So you know what? A lot of the Israelites, you're gonna suffer. Okay? And what does it say in Apocrypha? That you're gonna experience these things by death, by pain. You know? And you're gonna be crying your heart out. Okay, you're gonna be crying to the Heavenly Father. And he's not gonna hear you. So you have a short time, man. The time is short. The time is very short. Okay? It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? So all the evil that's about to come to this place, okay, particularly America, because you got shit going on in Chile. They got martial law in Chile and Ecuador and Venezuela. People actually dying. People are actually dying in these places. They're actually on fire. Okay? Now you might be in your little comfortable city, you know. Yeah, here gun violence. You might be in Chicago, gun violence, you know. Niggas get shot every day, but now this is going to be on a whole nother level. And we're going to go back into that in Daniel's Lord's will about how this is going to be like a time that's never been before, ever in life, and ever in since the world has began, and never will be. This is going to be the last. This is going to be the last trouble on the planet Earth, because after this, it's literally going to be everlasting peace. There will be no more uprisings of the people. There will be no more mourning. Okay, it's going to be joy and pleasure. Okay, but before that, there has to be what? Chaos. And then the Lord, from that chaos, he's going to usher in the kingdom, which is going to be what? It's going to be order. Okay, because he's going to set his ruling class, okay, his elect to keep order on the planet Earth. But before that, it's going to be great tribulation. So we're coming into the time of great tribulation. Okay, so it says that shall there be evil in the city. So the devil is not going to do evil unless the Yahweh Shema Shai allows him to do evil. And he gonna literally let the devil free. Okay, Satan been doing his things here and there, but he's gonna literally give Satan free reign for a very short season. Okay, and this dude gonna bring out all the stops. Okay, Esau gonna bring out all the stops, and you Israelites, you gonna get taken by surprise. Even though the Lord got his prophets out there, telling you these things are gonna happen. Okay. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants and prophets. Because really these things are secret. Now you have certain people that know these things. Okay, the elites, they know what they about to bring to the planet Earth. And then even within that, they don't even know to the severity of that, man. The Most High gonna put a spirit on them, man. He gonna put them in that ancient Edomite spirit. Okay, to destroy you Israelites, man. So a lot of you Israelites gonna get destroyed if you don't come back to Yahweh Shema Shai. That's just the bottom line. Okay? I'm going to go back to Daniel. I'm going to start back at the top. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. So this is going to be, we're coming into the time of trouble. Okay? Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. So since the beginning of creation, when Yahweh Shema Shai, when he created the earth, okay, he had all type of troubles. He had the flood. He had, 70 AD, he had Egypt, he had all these different things happen, these different catastrophes. That's not going to be able to be compared to what we're about to experience. And the only way to get through those things, okay, first you got to have the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai on you. Okay, because that's the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, if you don't have that fear, then man, you're gonna die, man. We're literally telling you you're gonna die, and you're just not gonna just go to sleep and wake up in the spiritual world. Nah, man, you're gonna get eaten by beasts. Okay, you're gonna suffer these diseases. Okay, you're gonna suffer famines. And we see that. I was watching a video with the brothers on the other day. Today's Monday. Okay, today is Monday, October the 21st. So it was Sunday, and we was watching a video on basically this guy. He goes into a lot of financial news, a lot of housing news, and going into the economy, and how he was basically going into how his channel's called Bull Boom Bear Bust. Bull, boom, bear, bust. And he was going into how majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and a majority of Americans cannot afford food without subsidies. You see? They can't even afford food without government's assistance. So when the government breaks down, there's going to be all-out famine. Okay? It's going to be an all-out famine of no food whatsoever. If the Most High is not with you, you're going to die. Okay? Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, that great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. Okay, that's speaking about Jacob's trouble. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. So you have the elect. Okay, they're going to be delivered from that, man. From that trouble. Why? Because they took this oil now. Okay. Read Matthew the 25th chapter. Okay, the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. Okay, that's symbolizing the body of Israel. Okay, 5 were going to come back to the Lord and store up this wisdom and understand that these things are going to come to pass, and prepare their minds okay, for these things. And then 5, they were going to be lollygagging. Okay, they were going to be in the world. They were going to be, not have fear of the Heavenly Father, or it's afar off. The prophecy is afar off. We got more time. The scriptures say that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. So we're telling you these things, they're going to come. Okay? And they're creeping up on you right now. Okay? It only, like when you look at the French protests, the Hong Kong protests, the Chilean protests, the Ecuadorian protests, the Haitian protests, the Iraq protests. Okay? You have the biggest protest in British history this past weekend. The biggest protest in British history. Over 1 million people were protesting. So the scriptures say that there shall be uproars of the people around the world. Okay, there was earthquakes in diverse places. The Bay Area been getting hit with all type of earthquakes. I literally experienced them. Okay, you had Texas. They just experienced earthquakes back to back. Back to back. So these things are happening, and we're yelling at the rooftop and letting you know, hey man, the Lord, he about to judge this place. Yahweh Shemashai, he's angry at this place. There's nothing but perverseness and wickedness going on, man. Okay, he's nothing but sodomy. Esau's pushing his homosexual LGBT community agenda. He's teaching at the age of kindergarten. It's being mandatory that they have to teach LGBT rights. Okay, he's indoctrinating your children at a young age. Okay, there's always news. I mean, the news of the RFID microchip, that shit is like, it's prevalent. Okay. Lord's Will, I can do a video. I haven't watched the video yet, but China, there's a video on how they basically, they can, like people that come against the government, the way that they stop that is by, they have a social system to where they can pretty much stop you from being able to buy things, stop you from being able to participate in the economy. Okay, by taking away privileges from you. All right, that sounds like it's the same thing that's going to happen when they push that RFID microchip. If you don't want to be part of this system, you don't want to take the RFID microchip, okay? If you don't want to follow suit of the way that this system is going, they're going to stop you from being able to buy. They're going to stop you from being able to sell. They're going to stop you from being able to do the small things in life, okay? And that's what they're doing over there in China with that social system. Or they'll placard your face if you're not being an outstanding citizen, you know. I got to go into it more. But that when I read the title, right, I didn't have time to watch the video at the particular time, but when I read the title, I was like, damn, that's what they're going to do when they bring this RFID microchip. And in China, they're heavy into that technology. Okay, they're heavy into that technology. They got AI. I did a video last week. They got AI in the classroom. They got AI headbands. They attach to the children's head. Okay. And they monitor them. They know if they're slacking off and they're not concentrating. So this technology is here, man. We're at the end of the world. We're at the end of Esau's world. And Esau, he knows that he has a short time, so he gonna come in, man. He gonna come in. So a lot of things are happening. Okay, so it says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Okay. And many of them shall sleep in the dust of the earth. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Meaning, you know, as a people, we were once in the dust of the earth, meaning confusion. We had an identity crisis, per se. You know, our nationality, our heritage was beat out of us. But now we're at the end of the days where the Lord, he started breathing that life back into us. Okay, Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. Okay, I always reference that. The valley of the dry bones. Okay, So you have certain Israelites that are waking up. So some are going to wake up, like the scripture is saying, some to everlasting life. So some are going to wake up for the better. Okay, they're going to take this thing serious. Okay, they're going to take Yahweh Shema Shai serious in the things that he says. Okay, and some to shame and everlasting contempt, and that's the 2/3. They're going to die. We're actually going to see mass death. We're going to see some crazy shit. Like you go over if you go and fly over to Ecuador, you're going to see death. You're going to see riots. You're going to see the government. You're going to see people coming against the government. Like there in France, you actually had the firefighters coming against the police. So we're in unprecedented times. Okay? And what a coincidence that all these things are happening right now. They're all happening right now at the same time. All these nations are coming against the government. It's because Esau, of course, he's doing this out of order, out of chaos, because he wants to bring in his new world order. He wants a one world government, so he wants to crash all these societies. But that's the Yahweh Shema Shai, basically making these prophecies come to pass, man. Because Esau thinks that he's going, oh, okay, I got I got all the nations, I got my RFID, I'm chipping people. Okay, I got a new system. We're gonna do away with cash. That's when he's gonna be destroyed. So Esau thinks it's all going according to his plan. No, it's going according to Yahweh Shema Shai's plan. But within that, a lot of people have to die. The slain of the Lord shall be many. So we're preparing the people. We're letting you know that it's the Lord that's going to do this. It's not Esau. Esau is just a tool that's going to be used. It's Yahweh Shema Shai that's bringing the evil to the city. We read it in Amos. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? So you don't want to be on that. You don't want to be on that the side the bad side of Yahweh Shema Shai, you Israelites. But we know according to prophecy that 2/3 are. But we're crying to you. We're telling you that these things are going to happen. Okay. That was it on that. Maybe I might do some more lessons on it. But basically, man, we're coming into that time. You know what? Let me go to Matthews. Let me go to Matthews 24. Okay. This is Matthews 24:5. And many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So this is a time where you have a lot of false prophets that are going out and that are deceiving the masses of the people. They're putting Jake back to sleep. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. Are we not hearing these things? You have to literally be under a rock. And you know what? The way this society is built, you can actually be under a rock. Okay, because you got to work. Say you got a regular 9 to 5, you work 8 hours. But prior to that, you got to maybe wake up an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours, depending on if you got a super commute into a city. Okay, so you might spend 2 to 3 hours commuting and 8 hours on a shift, and then come back home and spend an hour or two working. Okay, so and then most people, they don't watch the news. Okay, because they say that it's depressing. Okay. And then you're not watching the real news of what's going on, because the American mainstream media, they're going to paint a different picture. Okay, and then you want to relax. You come home, you're stressed out. You want to relax, right? We all do. Okay, you want to deal with your woman, or you want to watch TV, okay, or you just want to lay down. At the same time, all hell is breaking loose, but you don't even know. You don't even know there's power outages going on. You don't know there's earthquakes going on. You don't know there's uprisings around the world going on, because it has not affected you per se. So you really don't care about it. See, you people in America, you don't really care about things unless it happens to you. But you know what? It's gonna happen to you, but it's gonna be too late. Okay? So it says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. So when we see these things, we're not troubled. We're hastening these things, man. These things are necessary. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we know that we're at the very end, but we're not at the end, because Esau, he has to make this RFID technology mandatory. That's how you know that's it. Okay. And you see all around the world, like Sweden, they already got hella people chipped. Okay. China, they got people in the military, they got them chipped. So they're already testing those technologies out there. AI. Okay. You got, Elon Musk, they with the Neuralink, he wants to put a chip in your mind to basically transhumanism. RT is always going into that, man. These different alternative media platforms, Al Jazeera, you know, you'll catch them every once in a while on Fox and MSNBC and CNN, but it's very short. You know, very short. You got to be in the know. But you should be in the know. We're telling you about these things. We're literally breaking it down, making it plain. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine. So we know that famines are coming, and famines are already happening in different parts of the world right now as we speak. And pestilences, disease are already happening in different places of the world. And you have to understand the elites' end game. Okay, they want to maintain the Earth population to 500,000. 500 million, and right now there's over 7 billion. So they want to kill off 6.5 billion people. Okay? So they're going to use these diseases. Oh, man, that's crazy, because me and the brothers, we was in San Francisco the other day, and we haven't been out in San Francisco like that. We went out there, and we literally saw that place infested with rats. And we've been there before. We like, man, I've never seen it like this before. There's in trash cans, and they were bold. And then we saw a lab rat, an actual white lab rat. So Esau, he's sending diseases out there, man. You think he ain't, because he tests diseases on those lab rats. And we like, man, what the fuck is a lab rat doing out here? And the lab rat, it wasn't scared of humans like the other little brown rats. You know, they'll see a human, they'll scurry, you know. But the lab rat, it was just right there. It was just posted. It was a little white little lab rat. So who let that loose? Who lets those type of animals loose? Okay, the bubonic plague is gonna come back. It's already back. And who's gonna be pushing these things? Esau, because he wants to kill you people. All right, so we're telling you that, okay, you Israelites, you got to get your shit together. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So the Lord, he's closing that grace period is going to be closed, man. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're coming into the beginning of sorrows. Okay, we're in the beginning of sorrows. You can ask some of the Israelites down there in Central and South America, are they in the beginning? Are they in sorrow? Okay. So, hey, man, we're in very serious times. Okay, we're not in times to be lollygagging and bullshitting and you know, just be of this world. We're in a time of really staying focused, really watching, being on our watch, praying to Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, to protect us, doing the work, being on fire. Okay, because if you're not in that spirit, you're gonna get taken out. Okay, and that's a guarantee. All right. So I pray that you brothers will edify with the lesson to all the believers out there.